Hey everybody, welcome to the Lunar Lowdown with me, Sally Nerney. This is the lowdown for the new moon of January 31st, where we have the sun and the moon together in the middle degrees of Capricorn. Very nearby, Saturn, and all three of these are square to Uranus over in Aries. Let's drop in and find out what wants to be known for this new moon. As I dive down through the layers, the first thing that comes is fluctuations. Things going up, things coming down, up and down, very quickly, very dramatically. And I think I don't need to give a lot of examples. You probably know what I mean. But let's keep going. I see an image of a ship being tossed around at sea, dark skies, wind blowing in all directions at once. The sails are all battened down, and the mast rises up into the dark sky, and we tie ourselves to the mast. This is a metaphor. When all around us is changing, beyond our control, we do that which is in our control. We take care of our own personal safety and tether ourselves to the mast, this central part of the boat. The centering practices and places in our lives, rather than scattering ourselves to the winds, leaning over the edges of the boat to look at the water, or climbing up into the bird's nest to watch the wild storm. We come back to what is central and solid in our lives. We recognize, honor, and continue the rituals that sustain us, the rituals of eating, resting, tending, and yes, connecting to the spiritual backbone of the traditions that we follow. We each have a responsibility now when the storm rages around us and the waters and waves rise and roil. We have a responsibility to find even 1 minute to come back, to center, to connect into that which is larger than ourselves, the divine as you define it. With this new moon tied up with Saturn square to Uranus, this new moon is hooking into a larger pattern that we're working with planetarily. We have just completed a series of 3 squares between these big, slow outer planets of Saturn and Uranus. 2021, they hit 3 times in February, June, and December. This can be unpleasant and feel very destabilizing because it is the exterior, the environment, the systems, the structures are being destabilized. But when you and I come back to trusting your soul for being here now, then we can better perceive the next step we need to take. This new moon opens us out into Imbolc, the cross quarter, halfway between winter solstice and spring equinox. This is when spring begins to open in invisible ways, preparing our path forward. Allow the conditioning consciousness of Capricorn to support you with its sense of the methodic, the ritual, the consistency, the one step after the other, needing only to find the next obvious step, and then the next one will be revealed. This can be uncomfortable, but hang in there. You're doing great. Use this new moon to assess what the last year has taken from you, what you have voluntarily let go of. Use this new moon to assess what structures remain, what's solid, what is working, what new structures have become useful, filling the space vacated by all that's been taken away, all that you have let go of. Again, we are right where we are meant to be in large cosmic cycles. You know, things are circular and we are going through part of the cycle that is the shadow, the disintegration, the breaking down that inevitably leads to rebirth. But that doesn't make it easy. When I drop in to see if there's anything I've missed, I feel the amazing magnetism between my own self and the earth. It is as if the very earth is thirsty for my rootedness. In stillness, I stand. Communing with the deep, dense earth beneath me. Rock and mineral, gemstone and caverns. Waters and light. My willingness to do this strengthens something that I do not understand and that I do not need to understand. But I feel its worth and I follow that. This feels very much like the mast of my ship inside this storm. I feel anchored there and served and serving there. This may be your mast too, but find it and commune there this moon. This storm too shall pass, and on the other side of it, you will be there, whole, healing, and helping. Aho. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for being part of what's next as we move into the mystery. See you next time. Bye.